I'm going to talk about corruption in South Africa and why South Africa is so corrupt. The definition of corruption is dishonest or illegal behavior, especially by powerful people such as government officials and police officers. The reason why South Africa is so corrupt is because President Zuma, the current president, and the South African government are not working to put an end to corruption and are allowing it to happen. Corruption in South Africa includes the private use of public resources, bribery, and improper favoritism. These things in all can lead to mess ups in the distribution of resources, therefore increasing the cost of goods and decreasing the amount of goods sold, and also increase the chance of people committing crimes, therefore making corruption in South Africa the leading cause of poverty and underdevelopment in the country. Corruption in South Africa began during apartheid, improved when Mandela became president, but has gotten worse since then. During apartheid, there was a lot of corruption, particularly in the poor black townships. The police would beat and torture the people in these communities. Apartheid sparked a time of aggression, especially rape by the police and between the people in the townships. This was known as the rape culture. Once Mandela became president, he made an effort to put an end to this culture and fix corruption in South Africa. During a speech that he made at a business initiative in 1995, he stated, "It is legitimate for us to examine the root causes of crime and corruption, the poverty that stares us in the face." He examined the causes of corruption and created 9 new anti-corruption units. In 1995, when a new president came into office, Jacob Zuma, he did not focus on fixing corruption, therefore making crime and corruption just as bad as it was before Mandela was president. It has been stated that since Zuma had become president in 1995, the government has not been able to control the corruption in South Africa. After years of corruption, South Africa has lost $68.8 billion, thus making government the main cause of corruption because of their lack of effort to reform the leadership in the country. As long as corruption is allowed to continue in South Africa, there will always be a challenge to improve education, improve living situations, reduce crimes, and create jobs. Also, people will continue to be corrupt if the people on top are getting away with it. Corruption is preventing the development of South Africa, and it is preventing the country to prosper and be as successful as surrounding countries in Africa. South Africa is one of the most corrupted countries in the world, and people know that, yet there is not much happening to fix it. Currently, South Africa is ranked at number 72 out of the 175 most corrupted countries. A survey based on 51,000 people in African countries showed that South Africa is one African country where there is an increase in public knowledge that corruption is getting worse. Also, South Africa is one of 36 countries where the police are seen as the most corrupt institution. Some way to prevent corruption would be to create effective anti-corruption units, change the structure of government and business methods, change people's outlook on corruption, and ensure involvement of the government to end it. There are groups such as the ANC and the South African Communist Party, or SACP, working to fix corruption in South Africa. However, corruption in South Africa will not end until the government fixes the leadership and finds a leader who will put an end to corruption, like Mandela. Some aims set up by the SACP are to strengthen measures to prevent corruption, provide for the offense of corruption, provide for investigative measures, and place restrictions on people convicted of corrupt activities. In conclusion, the main reason why South Africa is so corrupt is because the president and the South African government aren't focusing on ending corruption, which is making the country lose a lot of money. Since the country is losing money, it is placing the people within South Africa into poverty, therefore making them more corrupt and underdeveloped. Thank you for listening.